What's happening, everyone? Journeyman here, and welcome back to the Fearless Foxes. Today's episode, we take on Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium. Before that, though, let's go take a look at some of the fixtures in between the last episode and today. Alright, so we followed up with that very impressive 2-1 victory over Chelsea with a 1-1 draw against Burnley. So, yeah, this wasn't as impressive a display. Jamie Vardy getting a goal in the 32nd minute. Sam Vokes getting equalised just before halftime. And Burnley actually probably deserved to win this game, so we were a little bit lucky to get away with this result. Alright, next up was West Ham at home, and unfortunately we caved in this one too. We actually went 1-0 up from Mare in the 31st minute, but Arnautovic and Chicharito getting 2 goals for West Ham in the second half just basically condemned us to defeat. Really, we're really poor in this game. That's a theme, and you'll see that coming over the next couple of games. And then we followed up with that disappointing display against West Ham with another disappointing display, this time against Brighton and Hove Albion, a team that I honestly thought that we should have beaten very comfortably. Jamie Vardy gave us a lead in the 18th minute of the game, but Jose Izquierdo, yeah, we'll go with that, and Knockout getting a goal for Brighton made it 3-1. And we actually played a little bit better in this game, but we just couldn't find the cutting edge in front of goal. And then most recently, it was a 0-0 draw against West Brom. We actually dominated the game, 63% possession to their 37, 12 shots to their 3. And honestly, this just kind of sums up our season. We've been basically one of the worst teams in the league as far as goals scored, and that's something that I didn't expect to happen, to be honest with you. I honestly thought Jamie Vardy would have got lots of goals this season. Slimani, I expected him to knock in a couple. And Ozaki can definitely score a few goals. And Inacho is another player that I penciled in to get a few goals this season. But they failed me thus far. And unfortunately, those results leave us in 14th place in the table with only 4 wins, 4 draws, and 9 defeats. Now, for all these poor results, unfortunately, as you can see here from the board confidence summary screen, I'm struggling. Squad harmony currently is at 36%, which isn't great because as soon as you lose the locker room, you know it's bad. And especially with this team, especially what they did to Claudio Ranieri last season, losing the locker room is not a very good thing. The finances are poor right now as well, overspending on players. Philosophies, 50%. Transfers, 53%. Actually, like the players we brought in. Club stature is about the same. Matches, obviously, a little bit disappointing at 45%. And competitions, about 54%. So they're not actually... So for some reason, Leicester board aren't too dissatisfied with my performance. Honestly, I would have thought about sacking me by now. But anyway, let's go ahead in today's game up against Arsenal, of course, as I mentioned at the beginning of this episode. And they're without their main goalkeeper, Petr Cech. He's going to be out for 2 to 4 days, so he's not going to play today. See who was playing well for them. Let's check out Sanchez, 12 goals, 9 assists. Of course, he's going to be the danger player for Arsenal. Then we have Mesut Ozil, another player you have to keep an eye on. He's actually got 7 goals in the Premier League this season. He's got a very good goal scoring record. Not really his forte. Who else? Lacazette. Take a look at how well he's done. He's got 4 goals, 6 assists. Average rating of 6.99 in the league, so that's pretty good. He's a very talented striker. I think he's going to be an awesome signing for Arsenal in the long run. Who else has had a really good season? Check out average ratings. Koscielny's been really good at the back for them. Bit of rock. Monreal, left back, surprisingly well, 5 assists to his name. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, who's actually made a move to Liverpool just before the end of the transfer window. He's got 8 assists and 4 goals, so he himself is actually having a pretty good season. But enough messing around. Let's get to the game at hand. And I've actually changed formation for today's game up against Arsenal. I wasn't happy with how the new 3-5-2 formation was going, so I've changed to a more conventional 4-5-1 formation with Abora playing in front of the back line. He's going to be supported by Danny Simpson at right back, Wesley Hote and Harry Maguire at centre half, with Christian Fuchs at left back. Obviously, Abora is going to play in the anchorman role with Mahrez, Fellaini, Drinkwater, Albrighton in through midfield, and then Jamie Vardy will lead the line by himself. So, yep, that's how we're going to line up. I've changed the team instructions a little bit too. I want to play a little bit more narrow, play for the defense, exploit there, look for the overlap as well, because I have my actual fullbacks on attack right now, and they're going to be partnered up with the midfielders. Look at Albrighton, he's a wide midfielder. So the idea is he's tuck inside, support Drinkwater, and then Fuchs gets on the outside. And look on the other flank, Mahrez is a wide playmaker, which means he's going to drift into the space there between the midfield and defence, leaving space for Danny Simpson on the overlap as well. So a couple of options for us. I want to see how the shape works. Again, it's a little bit of a gamble with a new formation against a team the calibre of Arsenal, but I felt like if we went in with the 3-5-2 formation, I thought we would have got absolutely destroyed because our defenders aren't the quickest in the world, and they would have got pulled all over the place with the pace of Sanchez, Ozil, Lacazette, Theo Walcott if he's playing, and Chamberlain. So that would have been pretty disastrous. So instead, we're going to go for a we're going to park the bus today and maybe hope to scrap away and get a good draw. All right, let's get this team talk done. All right, start the match. All right, so let's get things rolling. Let's pray we can get a draw today. All right, opening highlight. Mertesacker can hit forward to Axe, offside Chamberlain. Ramsey to Ozil to Sanchez. Great tackle there from Danny Simpson. He tracked down a Sanchez inside. Mahrez to Wesley Hote, who hits it long, looking for Vardy. He's going to be very isolated all game, so he's going to have to work his ass off to try and keep hold of the ball for us. Albrighton to Jamie Vardy. Vardy lays it inside to Fellaini. Fellaini to Drinkwater. Drinkwater being closed down there. Mahrez does well to drift inside. He's tackled well by Ramsey. And it sets up a counter-attack for Arsenal. We're playing Olivier Giroud up top today. He goes by his man, pulls it back to Aaron Ramsey on the follow-up, and that is a goal for the Gooners. 1-0. Aaron Ramsey getting his 4th goal of the season. Well played there from Olivier Giroud, but excellent play there from Ramsey. He broke up the playing midfield and got forward and finished very cleanly from inside the box. So not a very good start. I was hoping to hold on till at least half-time. Yep, Giroud got by his man, picked out Ramsey, and Ramsey couldn't miss it. He could have laid it off to Ozil, be honest with you. Both players were left completely alone in the box, and it's not a surprise we're 1-0 down. Alright, corner kick here. Ozil's going to whip it in. Mahrez the clearance at the near post. Only as far as Bellerin, though. Bellerin plays the Ozil. He gets the byline. He pulls it back to Giroud, who scores 2-0 to Arsenal. 25 minutes on the clock, and it is now an uphill battle for us this game. So taking a look at this replay here, Bellerin to Ozil. Ozil on his right peg this time to Giroud. He beats Fuchs to the ball, and unfortunately our centre-halves were nowhere to be seen, and it is 2-0 to Arsenal. All right, Santi Cazorla, who's returned obviously most recently for injury, hits it at Giroud, and what a goal that was. I think that was on the volley. That was a fantastic effort there from Olivier Giroud, and we are 3-0 down. It's going to be another one of those episodes, I think, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah, ball forward. Giroud, first time on his left peg on the volley. Schmeichel, no chance in goal, and it is 3-0. All right, halftime whistle is finally blown to put us out of our misery for the first half. And, yep, nothing more to say, really. Just a crap display from top to bottom. Take a look at a formation real quick. Again, this is a new formation for today's episode. I'm going to change things around. Let's push it more to a conventional 4-5-1. Let's also bring off Albrighton. He is injured. Let's bring on Okazaki. Not really an out-and-out winger, but he can play that Ram Detour position, and he might be able to support Vardy a bit more because he's just too isolated up top. He's a great player, but unfortunately he does need some help. Mahrez as well, you're going to be the inside forward. Drinkwater, you're going to be more support player. There you go. I like the shape a little bit better there. Let's see if that makes any kind of impact in the second half. I very much doubt we're going to get back in this game, but if we want to, we got to score early. Alright, ball's hit long here. Jamie Vardy does well to beat Mertesacker. He's looking for support, not much around him though. Vardy shoots straight at Ospina with a comfortable save, but nevertheless, that was our first real chance of the game. Alright, 80 minutes on the clock. Let's save some legs out there. Not even sure why I'm showing this on camera because it's probably as boring for you as it is for me. But still, I like to show you as much as I possibly can. Alright, extra time is pretty much over here. Ramsey here is going to take a shot, puts it over the bar, and that's the full-time whistle. There it is. 3-0 defeat against Arsenal at the Emirates. Again, this result was pretty much to be expected, and unfortunately, morale of the team is at all-time low. The result has left us in 14th, where we stayed. Currently 6 points clear of Watford, who are currently in the relegation zone. Arsenal move all the way up to 3rd. Catching up now to Man City and Manchester United, who lead the league. All right, so not much more to say there. Albrighton's going to be out for 5 to 6 days. Let's go ahead and look at the next episode and when that will be. So looking at how the fixtures have lined up, it puts us up against Tottenham. Now, I don't like the idea of playing Tottenham again in one series since we played them early on and got absolutely dismantled. So unless some major event happens, like my job is on the line, the next episode will be up against newly promoted Huddersfield Town. This should be a pretty interesting game. It is on national TV, so obviously the TV directors think the same thing. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you guys are enjoying this series as much as I am. Remember, if you want to enter the Football Manager 2018 giveaway, please make sure you do one of these one-season challenges with Leicester City. Try and finish as high as possible, and the highest place finish will win a copy of Football Manager 2018 on me. Deadline for the competition is going to be September 27th, so make sure you submit your application or submit your picture of your final league table to my Facebook page. You can find the links for that in the description below. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed and you're watching again, thank you so much for your support. I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.